Rykata? What the heck is that? Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel, and yes, we are checking out an all-new guitar brand. This is the all-new Super Shredder from Rykata. This is an all-new guitar and guitar brand that you guys don't know anything about. Well, except for the people that tune into my weekly live stream, they know all about it. Now, before I tell you more about this, if you could just do me a quick favor, if you're not subscribed already to the Bald Shredder channel, if you could just reach down and hit that subscribe button, that would be totally rad. Okay, so the origins of this guitar go back, I would say, almost a year. And what was happening is I was having people leaving comments on videos, and mostly in the live streams, encouraging me to start my own brand and to sell like my own brand of, I guess, Bald Shredder custom guitars. So yeah, to be clear guys, this Rykata brand of guitars, it's my guitar brand. I did it. So then in January, when the NAMM show came around and I met with Leo from Leo Jaymz Guitars, as many of you already know, I asked him if he could make a batch of these custom Rykata guitars for me, and he said, yeah, no problem. So when we met up, I took some guitars with me to show him like really what I wanted, you know, like the shape and the pickup configuration. I even gave him my Jackson JS11. I did a video on it a while back. I gave him the body and the neck, and really the important part was the neck. And I said, take this neck back with you, take it back to China. And he did. He put them in his suitcase and he took them back to China. And I said, I want you to use that neck profile, that thin D-shaped shredder neck profile. And that's what I want on this guitar. And that's what he did. And while the guitar has a very close resemblance to the Dinky shape, it's actually a tiny bit different, slightly different, which is good because I didn't want it to just look like, you know, like a copy of a Jackson. And then of course the headstock is totally different, not a Jackson headstock. That is a design that I came up with. I drew it out, and you can see a lot of very similar headstock shapes with a lot of different companies, but I wanted something that was reversed and a little bit more kind of streamlined and not chunky. And I wanted to do the 6-in line, and that's what I came up with, and I think it looks pretty cool. Now, as far as the name, Rykata, man, I had to think about that like over and over and over, searching for names. I searched a lot of English names, and everything that was like cool was already taken. So then I thought, like, I want something that sounds like a Japanese word. It doesn't necessarily have to actually be a Japanese word, and Rykata kind of sounds like a Japanese word. There's no special meaning to it other than I think it sounds cool, and there's no other guitar brand out there using that name. So that's my name. All right, we've still got a lot more ground to cover here, but I want you guys to hear me do some shredding on this. Check it out. So, what is the guitar like? What does it have on it? What are the features? Well, it is an alder body. That is my wood of choice. And then you can see the heel connection here. I didn't want a plate. I just wanted the 4 screws with a kind of shaved away corner, and it's a little bit at a slope, so it's really good, like comfortable upper fret access. And then on the front, we've got a flamed maple veneer with a really cool sort of dark orange or burnt orange transparent finish. I really like this, and you don't see a lot of like standard production guitars out there right now with this color and this kind of finish. So I wanted something that was cool and a little bit different than everything else. And of course, if the Bald Shredder is gonna put out a guitar, you know, my own line of guitars, of course, it's gonna be a hardtail with the strings going through the body. Now, similar to a lot of my other guitars, pretty simple like layout, controls, electronics, whatever. 2 pickups, you've got a full-size humbucker, Alnico 5 high output, like 16K in the bridge, and then we've got a hot rail style humbucker in the neck position, which is also Alnico 5 high output. And then again, keeping it simple, 1 volume and a 3-way blade switch. Now check out the neck, guys. This is a roasted maple neck with extra jumbo stainless steel frets with the rounded ball ends. And not only that, guys, the fretwork is phenomenal. I did not do any kind of fret leveling or fret dressing or anything, and I've got the action super low and there's no buzzing frets, so this is like a shredder's dream. Then on the headstock, guys, we do have the headstock tilted back so that we didn't have to put any string trees on it. And that also made it easier to put the matching flame maple veneer on the headstock. Overall, guys, like, I could not be happier with the way these guitars turned out. They're just like excellent, phenomenal, rad, I guess you could say. And it does say on the back of the headstock, designed by Richard Jaymz. That's me, by the way, in case you didn't know, my name's not actually the Bald Shredder. Doesn't say that on my driver's license. And of course, made by Leo Jaymz. He gets full credit for making these awesome guitars. Now at this point, you might be asking the question, hey, bald dude, where can I get one of these? Where can I buy one of these? What's the price? What's the deal, dude? Well, you can't buy one because they're all sold out. Now remember, guys, I said earlier, you should be watching my weekly live streams, right? Yeah, because that's where I offered them up for sale when I first got the guitars. When I got them in, I got them all set up, they're ready to go, and I went in my next live stream, and I had them all on the wall here, and I was shredding on it, and I gave everybody the information, and by the end of that evening, they were all sold. So the initial batch was 12 guitars, and I have sold 9 of them. And I sold them for $299 each with free shipping and a gig bag. Great deal for everything you're getting on this guitar. Yes, I did say 9 out of 12, and if you can do some simple math, yeah, there's still 3 guitars left. So dude, what about those other 3? Well, I've got to keep 1 for myself, of course, right? So now that leaves 2. Well, those 2 are earmarked for kind of a special purposes, and those will be coming up in future videos, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And now comes the question, like, are there gonna be more Rykata guitars? Are there gonna be future batches? What is the future of Rykata guitars? And the answer is, I don't know. Even just having the 12 guitars made and doing everything that I needed to do to get it and finally get the guitars and then sell them and ship them out, it's kind of a lot of work. And the whole process takes months. You know, I talked to Leo in January and I didn't get these guitars until July. So, will there be more Rykata guitars? Well, the answer is yes, but also maybe and maybe no. I say yes because next week, guys, 1 week from today, I will be doing a video on a custom one-off Rykata guitar. And it's quite possibly one of the coolest and most amazing guitars that I have ever gotten. Well, I can't wait to show it to you guys. So you gotta tune in a week from today, next Monday. You're gonna be like, whoa, mind blown. No way, dude, seriously? So that's coming up. Other than that, am I gonna have like Leo make me another batch of Rykata guitars? Maybe. I just don't know yet. Like I said, it took a long time, kind of a lot of work, so maybe. You know, it's not a for sure yes, it's not a for sure no, but what I can tell you absolutely for sure is that if I do it, it won't be this guitar. So I kind of decided, like, there's gonna be no standard production model that I'm gonna put out like over and over. I want these to be special, small batches. You know, I'm just one guy. I'm not set up to do like a huge thing. So maybe I'll have like another 12 made. Maybe I'll have 6 guitars made. I don't know. But if that happens, it's not going to look like this. It would be a different color, maybe a different pickup configuration, probably 24 frets instead of 22. And yeah, it's not going to be the same one. But I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not. We'll just have to wait and see. So although you can't buy that Rykata guitar right now, guess what you can buy? Well, you can buy the all-new Monsoons from Leo Jaymz. This is not the new one. This is the 2nd generation. They just came out with the 3rd generation. They just landed on Amazon a few days ago. Wow, and the improvements, oh my gosh. So guys, the brand new Monsoons, this 3rd generation, they now have extra jumbo stainless steel frets, and they've now put locking tuners on them. And of course, they've still got the roasted maple neck, the rosewood fretboards, the hardtail bridge, the high output Alnico 5 shred pickups, the thin shred neck. Yeah, and still at an amazing price, like well under 300 bucks. And I think there's like 5 different colors. So I'm gonna have a link for those guitars if you wanna go check them out. I mean, that is the deal of the year as far as I'm concerned. All right, guys, so thanks for joining me today and listening to me talk about my new brand of Rykata guitars. What does the future hold for Rykata? I don't know, but hopefully great things. And as usual, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.